Do you know how much muscle that I gained just from working out consistently for, let's say, maybe about 8 months until I moved from where my built-in gym was? And I don't want you to get it twisted that it's because I had gym access that I gained all that muscle. Some of the machines, yes, they did help me gain muscle. But when I didn't go to the gym, I actually either went for a walk, I actually walked upstairs, 5 flights up and down, and I also worked out at home. And I have a little bit of free weights at home, you know, and made it unique, and some ankle weights. So the same with the diet is the same with your fitness and exercise regimen. No excuses. Something about the consistency of working out. Specifically when you're vegan, you may have these old thoughts, old programming that say you can't really gain muscle, and that kind of fucks with you, you know? So you may take a whole lot of protein, which I did initially. Not a whole lot, but maybe half a scoop every day that I did work out. I did take creatine regularly, which was amazing. And then I later realized that creatine is actually great for the brain too, the brain function. So that helps also. Specifically for working out where you don't feel like working out, that really helps as well. So feeling good about yourself is really, really helpful. Benefit from working out every day. So taking that focus off of whatever bodily results you're going to get. Now you always kind of think of it, I'm going to keep it real, in the back of your head, you're kind of thinking like, oh, is this going to make this muscle pop, or am I going to lose fat, you know, in the back of this arm or leg or whatever the case is. You do think about it, but I would say be more focused on the mental, more on how you feel and your deservingness, like how you feel like you're deservingness for it. That's really what I focused on, and it did not steer me wrong. And here I am, like how many months, because I started February, right? But so not January like everyone else, no offense, but you know, I didn't do like a New Year's thing, but in my mind it was still kind of like a New Year's thing, right? But I didn't do January. I didn't feel it in January. I felt it in February. So that's when I started. And you can see my little quick video about that, you know, working out every day, what it actually does. And I had the mindset of the goal of dream body. Dream body. Your dream body? No, not yours. Mine. So I have a special type of thing that I have in my mind, whether it's measurements, it's weight, the way I feel, the way my posture is, the way I move about in the world, whether work or personal relationships, how I feel about myself, and all of that equates into my body image. And I was tired of the excuses. I felt like, hey, I deserve it. And I listened to Spirit. Spirit said, okay, you always feel great when you go out and walk. Let's hit that gym. You have access. So I was like, okay, good. I'll go in the gym. And I'm specifying that I didn't always go to the gym, just so you realize why now, after maybe nine months later, I would say, yeah, almost 9 months later, I still have the body of my dreams. It's coming into focus even more, it seems sometimes, because you think you'll do that type of work and you'll lose it if you A, change up your diet, you know, and B, if you just stop doing the intensity. I was so intense, I thought I was like an Olympian, you know what I mean? But doing my stuff, just the way I judge myself, you know, what I did before. And I'm like, wow, like I used to do 3 sets of some things, and to me that was like lightweight, you know, to some of the other people that I was looking at. So I didn't really notice until I was achy consistently. And that's a big reason why I slowed down in the gym, actually. I was so consistently achy that, and not achy all around, because I was not achy enough all over. I wasn't achy all over. It was like 1 or 2 spots. And that made me think that other things were going on with my body, but it wasn't. It was becoming kind of like a carpal tunnel type of situation where I was doing one exercise and it kept giving me a certain type of pain. So I was like, I didn't realize that it was working out. So my partner at the time was always telling me, like, just don't go hard, you know. And I was like, he doesn't understand, you know. And I just took it with a grain of salt, his advice. But when I started listening, started relaxing, then I started realizing, like, wow, like I'm really going hard. So I say that to say, you're not really going to know sometimes what your limits are unless you push them. Now, I'm not going to tell you exactly what to do, but you know when you're pushing, you know your habits, and you know if you do one set of something and then sit down and eat a bag of Cheetos, you know that's your bare minimum. Do 3 sets consistently for a week, you know, then see what's shaking. Do it 3 months if you feel okay, then see what's shaking. Now, if you have a crook in your neck, which is something that I had, you know, and my mind was starting to go crazy, like, damn, is it this, is it that, you know. Once you start thinking, are you having certain diseases or something like that, then, you know, you've pretty much gone too far, you know. Unless you're going for a competition, then a lot of us just push through pain, right, when we're doing sports and stuff like that. But I wasn't trying to do anything for a competition. I was doing it for a full body workout, mental, spiritual, and, you know, physical. So yeah, so did I succeed? Yeah, it does help me. I've had many positive ideas for business. I have many positive epiphanies for my personal life. It's helped me calm down a lot if I was ever entertaining angry thoughts, rageful thoughts, depressing thoughts. So yeah, I realized that I can do something about it. I don't have to use prescription drugs and talk someone's ear off all the time. There's something that I can do by myself, with myself, to help myself. So that's what fitness means to me. And I'm sure you know the great things for the body, what it does. Specifically, if you're getting older, it's great to have muscle mass. It's great to have that to protect your bones, protect from injuries, and also burn fat. You know, the circumference of your waist matters, allegedly, or doctors say, studies say, with people that have certain type of diseases. So if you want to keep your waist down, muscles actually help that too. So muscles help burn fat, as we know. So all of these things, these habits, these exercises that I'm suggesting to you are very helpful for an optimal health experience. So I couldn't just come here and talk about diet with you and not be truthful and honest that part of my body, part of my mentality is about my fitness journey and my fitness commitment to myself. And overarchingly, my commitment to myself to find the highest level of health possible for me. And I would imagine you've already accepted that challenge, or you're at least contemplating that challenge if you're on this channel, and specifically if you subscribed for a while, you've accepted that challenge for yourself. Now let's see how far we can go. Now, here's the challenge. Work out 30 days straight, 31 days straight. I did 28. Or was it 29? You could call me out if you like, but I did the shortest month, okay? Start where you want to start, but 28 days, okay? Start with 28 if you really feel like that's good. And do that consistently. Whatever you decide to do it consistently, no excuses. The best tip, and I did a video about this, the best thing to do, keep your gym or your workout clothes either in your car with you or in a backpack. Make sure it's clean, obviously. But your socks, I keep those like kind of by the door on like a little hallway tree shelf. Your socks, your sneakers, your bum bag, fanny pack, whatever the case is, Bluetooth headset, headphone. Just keep all of those things so you don't have to think about it. sports bra, shorts, tights, whatever. Just keep it visible, like you know what it is. You're telling your mind when it's time to go, it's time to go. No excuses. So that is a little hack. And don't take too much time deciding whether you're going to go or not, even if it's in your home, even if it's a walk. Commit to do something. Even if you don't feel good, commit to do something. Because I can tell you there's many times where I started my workout day with a walk and it turned into more intense because I realized, wow, I hacked my mind. I overcame my mindset that said I'm too sick to move in this particular fashion. And I just did it little by little, and surprisingly enough, the body is mind, so I flipped that very quickly. So just commit to, okay, I'm just going to go out and see. And then go out and see. You feel me? So just do it. Nike, right? Just do it. Just go out and see. And you'll never be disappointed. I never woke up or went out and did any workout. I never regretted a workout, whether it's a mental thing or a physical thing. Something moved, something shifted, whether it was something mental that I felt like I gave it to myself. It's a wealthy feeling, Not saying that it's the same for you, but I can imagine we're not different. If you have a body and you sense that working out is you may even tell yourself it's a luxury. That's good. Because if you're telling yourself it's a luxury, now give it to yourself. Give it to yourself for 28 days. I'm telling you, you will never be the same. It's a great habit to start. It gets easier. You'll get to the point where you will be like, you may not even feel good, or you will be suspecting that something is off when you don't work out. Now that kind of tripped me out because not that I was a particularly lazy person. I did athletics and dance and things like that when I was coming up, and long walks after that. But I wasn't like in a regimented fitness, thing consistently as an adult. So me kind of getting back in the gym and even doing it that way, I've never done it that way so intensely, so self-led, in my life. Do a little tunes. I needed some tunes at first. I hear people that don't listen to any music. That's gangster, that's bad, I don't care. Get to that level if you need to, but also bring your favorite audiobook, I've done that several times. So you make it a kind of a multitasking thing, you're enriching your mind and on an 8 or 4 count beat, whatever exercise you're doing. So these are most of the tips that I have. I really don't see any other thing that would challenge you, that would make you not do it. It's a win-win. And as I promised you at the end of this, I stand here today, probably a month or 2 months, not really fully doing the full gym type of workouts I've done, the full type of walks I've done, because I was in a transition. I was physically moving, from one space to another space. So, things are a little off. So they do have a gym, but it's a little different, So it's just recalibrating. And I catch myself in the mirror sometimes. I don't even look anymore, But when I do catch myself, I'm like, damn. You know what I mean? So I really think you would want to feel like that about yourself. I mean, I blow me away. When I look at myself, like I look at my abs and I'm like, wow. So yes, it is true. Without the BBL, without any type of surgery you can imagine, you can transform your body if you want to. And I'm not against plastic surgery, to be honest, but I'm just saying, don't let that mindset fool you that, oh, this little thing here, oh, that's never going to go away. And I've heard people say that before. Oh, the skin is something that's never going to go away. If you believe that's true, okay, but you let that stop you. But yeah, I was skeptical, but I kept moving my ass. That's the difference. I'm skeptical, but let's see. That's all you need. A little deservedness, a little stick-to-itiveness, a little faith, and then forget about it. Don't be obsessed, constantly looking in the mirror. Oh, as soon as you finish working out. If you're a newbie, of course, you're going to keep looking at your body. Like, oh, did something just pop out in 30 minutes? Maybe not. So just relax. Don't stalk your body. Don't stalk depression or whatever the case is. Let it. Just have the faith, have the vision. It'll come. The body will come. The mental will come. Your dominance over problems will come. So walk around like that within your spirit, Walk around with that type of faith, hope in your spirit. And in my experience, again, it's never steered me wrong. I have gotten consistent results. And yeah, you might think it's a little vain, like, oh, okay, stomach is popping, big deal. Big deal to me. And it will probably be a big deal to you when you achieve that. If you've achieved that already, you already know what I mean. If you thought something is so stubborn, and why won't it move? I ate the diet, I did this and this and that, and I fast, and and under my understanding, certain things, I won't say certain things can only be done with working out, but in my understanding, I was like, okay, that's what I thought. Certain things can be done with working out. So what did I do? I convinced myself to work out. Can you do it another way? Of course. I just talked about surgery and things like that. So I was like, yeah, you could do that if you want to. So nobody's like tearing you away from that, right? Specifically if you have the means for it, not afraid of anesthesia or botched, circumstances or whatever. You trust your doctors like that? Cool. Need that week's recovery? Cool. But again, don't be afraid of my injuries. That's me going really hard. I did have some emotional shit to really work through, to be honest. So that's potentially why I went so hard. It's not that I was so upset with my body. It's just that sometimes when you start getting going on a machine and you have certain type of emotional things you want to burn, let's say, you really just, you kind of go blind to your feeling, in your body and stuff like that, which I learned from. And now I'm in a space where I don't have any aches at all. If I do have any aches, I know that I'm going too far. Okay, now I don't really care what anybody else says. I know there's some people saying, unless you're in pain, you're not doing anything. That's not my experience, because I was not in pain. I did have after pains in certain areas and my neck. And sometimes it's posture. So if you really don't know what you're doing, and just so you know, I have the experience. So if you need a trainer or something like that, you really should get a trainer or watch some videos. So again, growing up at dance, gymnastics, tennis, many different sports, I understand about posture. I understand about form, counts and breath. I understand those things. So those are basic. And I still was able to injure myself because I was just testing my limits, lifting heavier and heavier and more consistent, maybe less rest. All of those things are necessary. Rest, hydration. Oh, okay. This will be the last thing, okay? This is the only thing that I haven't said yet. Most of my workouts, if not all, consistently, and it didn't start this year. And let me make sure I'm clear on what workouts are. Before this year, many walks. I do fasted walks. Okay, so I go out, I don't think. That's part of the process of me getting out of my monkey mind. It's just going to tell me all the different things I need to do before I just pour into myself and just go on a lackadaisical walk, as it may represent itself as some type of luxury, is because the time it takes me to eat something or fix something to eat, or if I do eat something, I'll get lazy, or I'll convince myself to just go straight into different tasks, and I won't do a workout, even if it's in the house. I won't. Maybe until late that night. I'll still do the commitment, but it's like I will put it off. But if you prioritize it, first thing when you wake up, I know a lot of you maybe can't do that, but that was big for me. If I could wake up and the space between whatever the hell excuses or depressive thought would come up, I would just go out. even drinking water, going to the fridge. So all of my workouts were fasted. At a certain point, when I got more and more intense, I would probably drink like a half a cup, because I walk a lot and long. And I think there's like some, porta potties or portable bathrooms around, but I never see myself going in. It's probably clean around here, but I never see myself really going in unless it's an emergency. So I never like to use, personally, I don't like to use public restrooms a lot. So I keep the water very low, and I generally never carry water. Okay, because of that reason. I'm not suggesting you never carry water. Carry it with you if you feel like you need that. That's probably smart. But as far as me, I travel light. I don't even eat light. Well, you could just say I don't eat at all. So for the most part, all of my workouts, whether it's lifting or cardio, just a light aerobics walk, fasted. Okay? And if it's weights, I'll take creatine after, protein in a raw vegan smoothie, and all my essential vitamins and nutrients, so it will be absorbed better. Only probably within an hour window after coming home or whatever, or stopping my workout, and I'll do that. So fasted workout, feed afterwards, and that's the end of it. And comment if you're going to start this challenge. Tell me how your journey is and what you think the hurdles might be, or what you might think it'll be easy for you to do and commit. Maybe comment, I'm doing it. Hashtag I'm doing it. And this should be really, really fun. And trust me, after 28 days to 31 days, whatever your choice is, you will be transformed. Not just physically. You will have lasting results, mentally, spiritually, because you did something for yourself that you believe and felt is really good. So, to your continued success, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.